And don't make the mistake that most of your mothers and fathers made. When I wake up in the morning, my prayer is not thank God I woke up. The Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that I made another 24 hours in the most vicious, nasty, hateful, insane nation that's ever existed with my wits, without hating, without being bitter, and without being mean. And I thank God that I survived 24 hours in that type of atmosphere with the type of amusement and friendliness. And so I would say to young folks, don't be in a state of denial of the racism and sexism, but don't let that block you. Don't teach your children that you have to be twice as good as a white. That's an awful thing to teach a child. Mm-hmm. That's like saying because you're black, white America has a right to change your dollar for 94 cents. But we used to get 50 cents, and before that we used to get nothing. Young folks have to say, we don't want more change for a dollar. Excuse me, we want a full dollar's change for a dollar, or this cash register will never ring again.
Yes.
I would also like for young blacks to understand that about 83% of all employment happen with small businesses. And excuse me, if you don't have a small business, then you have nobody to work for you. And I would say to young blacks, get into entrepreneurship. We will never catch up with white America till we get into business, because there's a thing called tax write-offs. And if you have a job and come together, 10 of you, and open up a corporation and have somebody run it, you hiring somebody to run it, but you have tax write-offs. 98% of people that fly first class on airplanes would not be there if that wasn't a write-off. And yet, on that first class, they gave away last year $800 million, almost $1 billion of free whiskey. But if a welfare mother asked for some apple juice for the baby, she's laughed at. And so I would say entrepreneurship, and then understand that we will never survive as a group until we get into communities and not neighborhoods. A community is, I control the police, the banks, the schools, the firefighters, and I control the flow of the money. And I have no problem when I go in a Jewish neighborhood and the shop owners are Jewish, and I go into an Italian neighborhood and the shop owners are Italian. I have a problem when I come in a black neighborhood and the shop owners is not me. A Korean has a right to come in and buy my shop for $30 million more than it's worth. That's good business. But if we decide that we're not going to do business with that one, then he'll have to sell it back, or she'll sell it back to a black person for $1 million. Yes. And then the money circulates, and that's how you change. We've been so busy dealing with the hurt and the pain and the misery and glamorizing a hand few that have made it, that we have never really looked at, like they say, your role model. If you haven't got a role model in your house, you should fall on your knees and pray to God, because something is wrong.
Yes.
And so I would say to young folks, it's not about alcohol, but it's hard for me to say that to you when a 5-year-old got to reach past mama's beer and papa's wine to get some mayonnaise. I would also say to young folks that the number one drug that will wipe you out is not cocaine, it's not heroin, it's marijuana. And they deliberately make that a recreation drug, but it stays in the muscles, it stays in the blood, and it will wipe out your memory bank. And also, this is the first time in the history of TB that TB has always been known as poor folks. It's the first time that TB is not running rampant in the ghetto. It's running rampant in middle income white America, because it's the marijuana that they spray, and that's no accident. And so I would just say to young folks, you have to reevaluate everything you've been taught. I would say to the black folks that just because a black person is 90 years old don't mean they have wisdom, and you need to listen to them, because if you was dumb and stupid when you was 9, you dumb and stupid when you 90.
And after all the hard work, after trying and trying and trying and failing and failing and failing, I can honestly say and go look myself in the mirror and say that I was a millionaire. I balled up in a fetal position in my bed and I cried my eyes out. I cried for probably about 30-45 minutes because I feel like I made it, man. I got $1 million and I'm 23 years old at the time. I didn't even turn 24 yet. I went in that mirror and I stared at myself. I said, you a millionaire, with tears running down my eyes. I said, you a millionaire. You a millionaire out of Chicago, out of the hood, out of the streets. You seen all your friends get killed and you're a millionaire. This does not happen. This don't happen where I'm from, bro.
Life is f***ed up in general, but when you realize, embrace your flaws, hey, you learn to smile and appreciate what you do got. Y'all know my flaws very well. I can't do this, and which is fine. Do you see me complaining about any of this shit? I don't be complaining about this shit though. What I do instead, embrace that shit. I stand up tall, I walk tall, confident. I look straight. And I attack the fucking day. Do not, and I repeat, bruh, do not get on the internet and compare your life to people you see on the internet. Do not compare your success to people you see on the internet, bro, because I'm telling you, it'll drive you crazy, bro. You get online, you get on Instagram, Twitter, and things of that nature, and you might see such and such meeting their goals and their accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Everybody telling them congratulations, and it might make you feel like you ain't doing enough with your own self. Stop it, bro. Don't compare your life and your success to the people that you see on the internet or other people that you see, you know what I'm saying, in real life, because it'll drive you crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, what be the case is, that ain't even real, bro. Everybody life that you see on the internet, that's their best life. They're not showing you the bad times, bro. They only showing you good times. So I know it's hard not to get caught up in seeing other people's life and seeing other people live their best life and not wanting it for yourself. But you just gotta remember, bro, as long as you, you know what I'm saying, focusing on your own life, bro, you straight, bro.
Consistency, 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 man. That's the name of the game, bro. Don't get much simpler than that. If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off, bro. These niggas ain't cut like you, bro. They ain't ready for prime time. They ain't trying to really get right. They take days off, this day off, that day off. They lazy, I'm tired. No. Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, you're gonna be lapping these folks, bro. Give it a year and watch what happens. The one thing I want you to promise me is that no matter how long it takes, keep going. No matter how much it hurts, keep going. So you was placed on this earth for a reason. You weren't meant to be average. You were meant to excel. You gotta understand that this grind is meant to make you who you're supposed to be, a dog. A little grind ain't never hurt nobody. Stop being soft. Let's embrace it. If you go through that fire, you're gonna come out real cold. That's what we want. Hey, bro, I need you to get back in that mode again. That mode where nothing can take you off your pivot. You were just putting in that work every single day. See, that version of you is different. You gotta tap back into it. Don't be out here playing with your potential, because you one of them ones, bro. You special. And you weren't meant to be a person that could have been the one. You are the one. So I need you to get back moving like it before it's too late.